I'm doing the intermediate. Miss Toy, did you have me down for advanced? Because I was not going to do 45 minutes now, unless I sometimes push it and do 45. But I was just like, I'm going to do just 30 minutes. But yeah, so I'm doing 30 minutes. I'm not doing 75 hard. I remember every time I saw that 75 hard, I was like, "Whew, that's a lot of work." I mean, not that I'm not out for a lot of work, but it just wasn't something that I felt like I needed to do. Or not, no, that doesn't even sound right either. That does not sound right either. So maybe I was concerned that it would be something that I would not be able to accomplish. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. So not something that I feel like I could accomplish at 75 hard, because it's like, how many minutes? 45? Is it 75 minutes in the morning and 75 minutes at night? Like twice a day? Or is it 45 minutes twice a day? Now I forget. Hi, Candy Key. Hello. Hi, Grant. Welcome in. Guys, on the 75 hard, I'm not doing the 75 hard, but is that 45 minutes twice a day or 75 minutes twice a day? Do you guys know? And can you hear me okay? I've got one earbud in because I feel like I can hear the surroundings better whenever I have just one AirPod. Oh, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb because my daughter likes to call in the middle of my lives and then the sound goes out. So let me put Do Not Disturb. Okay. Soft feels right for me. Oh, sound. Okay. Hear you. Oh, good, good, good. Okay. So here we are. I'm in this going downhill right now, and you can see, let me zoom in, you can see the bay. It's a little bit easier for me to hold the phone because I don't have a gimbal today vertically. So I end up going vertical, but it's neither here nor there, right? Let's go ahead and go down this dirt road. I kind of feel like going over by the golf course and the trees. They have some neat areas. I love looking at the houses over here. Okay, you're not sure about the challenge. And Candy says, hi, Grant. So yeah, I thought I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I'm trying to do 30 minutes a day for Miss Toy, the reviews challenge in the month of August. And I feel like that's good for recovery. One, every time I have any kind of medical procedure, I like to get up right away and go walking. And then I like to increase my walking before surgeries and after surgeries. And it's been, oh, what is it, like 25 days? Let's see. It's not quite a month yet, but I like to do everything I can to make my body repair itself. So that includes movement. I always boost up my protein and my collagen and vitamins, vitamin A, vitamins, or the zinc, not vitamin zinc. Zinc is a is a mineral. Um, and I met with my Nourish dietitian beforehand, and she had me write down all the things, like how to increase zinc and vitamin A, what to eat, and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? Um, I got a message. You're right down near the beach. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That thing you're walking on. Okay. Um, yeah, so the beach is actually, that's Morro Bay. Oh, I'm on a gravel road right now. Yeah. Oh, you can hear the gravel road? Do you guys like that sound? I like that ASMR sound. So I've been struggling, and then there's this road. That one is okay. That one has pavement, but I think it's a private. Yeah, it says private road. And then you have all these like sycamores or eucalyptus. One of the two. There's like an A-frame house over here too, which is really cool. Oh, hi, Junior, and welcome in, Kevin. Oh yeah, yes. Right here where I'm at is a gravel ground, Kendi. And then I think I'm considering going to the beach for the sunset. It's really cloudy though. I don't know if we're gonna get a good sunset today. like, which I'm pretty sure you guys will see that in the Pacific Northwest a lot because of the snow. Um, you remember those? Like, you remember A-frames or you remember which part of it, Kevin? Um, so it's just, this neighborhood is so interesting. So I call it like the hippie town. And, this, the older beachy area. And they don't allow, they have this building moratorium that's been going on for like 50 years because they don't want it to get like, yeah, it does look a bit cloudy. They don't want to, like to have it commercialized and a lot of building. So a lot of these lands, the plots are empty and they've been sitting there for like 50, 50 years. People bought them and they can't do anything with it. And then every once in a while you see people building something and there's like this water shortage. So you have to be real creative on how you might make something look like a closet and you build it with plumbing inside. And then after the inspection, then you go ahead and you change it into a bathroom. That's what I've been learning. But it's still expensive over here. Even for a dump, it's like 600,000. Then you got to put a couple 100,000 or at least 100,000 into it. And so you see flips. They'll buy a really old house. Maybe the family died or something. Oh, okay. So this is a school, elementary school. They have a little garden section. And then I do like that area down there. It's like a dirt road. But I think we're going to go down to the the golf course area and go down that way, and then we'll be able to see the marsh. But hello, we the Freevens. Thank you for being here. Thank you, guys. If you guys can, if you wouldn't mind smashing the like button as you're coming in, I'd greatly appreciate it. So I'm taking you on my walk, and we're just gonna, I'm just planning on a 30-minute walk. Got my new bougie hat on. I'm kind of new to this brand, but I keep seeing people wearing it. I'm like, what is that? ALO, aloe. And I was gonna buy one on Poshmark. I'm like, it kind of looks like I can't tell whether the ones on Poshmark are fake. So I ordered it online. And Grant says hi, and Kitty saying hi to the Freemans. Thank you, Junior. Thank you, Jerry. Junior, we call you all kinds of names. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, I did a little bit of reading. I'm also doing like a daily 3 with doses of Shawnee, and that daily 3 is going to include the movement from Miss Toys challenge, some reading. So I did. I'm reading chapter 5 of Enough, and then there's like one other thing that I want to accomplish for the day. I haven't decided. When I'm at home, it's like organizing and laundry. Yesterday here, I was doing laundry, but I think I'm kind of caught up on that. And so I don't know if I'm gonna do like some kind of cleaning thing, or probably what I should do is log into my classroom settings and what we call Canvas and see if I can get my classes set up yet. Because I went in there on Monday and they had me teaching another class. And I was like, what? I thought, I was like, what happened? I have one period of career and technical education, which I could teach, but I haven't taught it before. So that means I'm going to talk to people and find out what the curriculum is and quickly put that together. Hello, Annie Maradian. Welcome in, welcome in. Please smash that like button, guys. Hopefully the Wi-Fi stays in there. Jen, hello. Hi, Pammy, and all in the chat. Hope all are well. And so it's really pretty over here. Very wooded look, and it smells so good. I think it's that eucalyptus smell. So that's why I thought, I'm gonna go this way. So I'm getting my 30-minute walk in, and I'm doing lower body because if you guys follow Miss Toy the Review, we both kind of have always been around the same time getting some skin removal surgeries. And although and they've been very similar, but not quite the same because I had a hernia last year. And then because of the hernia, it led to doing like Panelectomy, thank goodness. Very happy about that. The only thing I'm not happy about is I still have like some loose skin. And so, like, right here, let me just show you. Right here, there's like this little bit of skin that I feel like could have gotten tightened up. You see that? And I'm like, okay, it's not like I have to remember, I think it's important for all of us to know this, is that when you have skin removal, when it's like from excess and a lot of weight loss, yeah, I'm going for a walk, Annie. It's never going to look perfect like cosmetic surgery where people are just getting a mommy makeover. Baseball, yeah. So it's not always going to look perfect. So, like, I still have laxity in the skin over here. But in a recent procedure, I feel like since this is done, that it like lifted up the girls. Side grad. But I'm like, hey, they're not as low. They look, so I'm actually kind of happy because I could not get the insurance to do that part. And so whenever I had that, things are looking good. Doctor's very happy, and incisions looking really nice and light. And so now it's all about, thank you, Annie. Yeah, incisions are looking really good. And yeah, oh yeah, so I do have my compression sleeves underneath. And so one thing I was thinking about talking about is, oh yeah, so I'm getting distracted. So I've talked a lot about having lymphedema, vein insufficiency, right? If you haven't heard that, that's been something that my mother had. She always had like edema in her legs and had to put her feet up. And then for me, they say genetic. Kids riding on motorcycles. But look at this area. It's one thing that I've struggled with, and it comes with this like genetic. Oh, look at these really nice big sycamore trees. There's an Airbnb in here too. But yeah, so chronic obesity can also lead to lipedema, also like lymphedema. So one thing I think I would agree with, I don't know that I really have a true lymphedema, although insurances, for that purposes, they'll call it that. And, oh, thank you. No apologies needed. Thanks, Gret. Um, but I think it's more of a vein insufficiency. So your veins don't drain as fast. And they did like a little study on me with an MRI down in LA, and it showed how slow my veins, how do you say that? Not drain, I don't know if you use the word draining, but there's the golf course over there. Um, how much the lymphatic system moves. So one thing I'm learning is that I need to do like opening up the lymph nodes, and you do that first, and then you can do a self lymphatic massage. And so you start off by rubbing. There's like the area around your chin, and so you can go like this, and then you move your hands, your fingers along the jaw, and then you have your lymph nodes. Like whenever you have a sore throat, and you can feel your tonsils. So you just do a light press. Oh, it's so pretty. And look how pretty this is. So pretty. The Airbnb is like in the back over there. Let's see. And then, okay, so you have your lymph nodes here, and then you're going to go in your armpit, and you just lightly rub at both your armpits to open up the lymphatic system, open up the lymph nodes to help them drain. And then you do your inner thighs, the growing area, and then underneath your knees. And then you can do a massage, a dry brush, and that's going to help your body to get rid of the fluid. And I had not been doing that. So that, along with trying to, I was like, oh, I don't think I need to have my Mounjaro last week. I think it was last week, or the week before. And I started swelling because all that fluid. Oh, yeah, this house got renovated too. So it was really a wreck. It was like falling apart. And they sold it. I don't know, I forgot how much. And they renovated it. And then I think it was sold for like 600 to 800,000, and then was put on the market for like 1.2 million. And then here's going to be an example of the property I was telling you about. Oh, look at this. I like all the different landscaping and just the uniqueness. It's not cookie cutter. Um, oh, this bleep. But like this property is for sale. But why buy it? Because you can't build on it. Let me cross over here. Over here, the locals to hear me. And so yeah, they have the for sale signs, but and I can't remember if it's like two. And but anyway, okay. So you do self lymphatic massage, dry brushing, and you're working like you start massaging from the lower area toward veins or the lymph nodes. Just AirPod. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at this. We have nasturtiums. It looks like we're in the woods, right? It's very woody over here. It's nice and wet because you have the water nearby. It's definitely not like where I live, where it's like very much like they have mist. Like this morning, and as you can see, there's a lot of mist, moist in the air. Look how pretty. Like everybody's gardens. Oh, zinnias. Love those summer flower zinnias. They're annuals. And they grow really easy. And then you've got, I think these are vincas, those purple flowers. So vincas, then these are nasturtiums. And actually, nasturtiums you will see a lot in fancy restaurants, and those are edibles. I shouldn't say edibles, but they're edible, and you can put them on salads. Now, I'm not that brave. I even have these in my yard sometimes too. It's a weed. Oh, it smells so good, guys. You're probably, well, I know both of you guys know what that smells like, being around the woods and the sycamores. So I just love this area. Anytime in the California coastal areas, you get the woods are nearby. Let's see. Kendi says, looking great to me, Pam. Thank you. Oh, I have a video that I am editing right now about lymphatic massage. It was taking too long, so I decided I'll do it after the live, and or lymphedema and stuff like that. I'm showing some of the techniques that I'm learning to help other people. And so I'll get that posted shortly tonight. For you guys, it'll be nighttime. And then, because I think we're going to a farmer's market today. I know I have a farmer's market, and then I have a support group. Oh, this is so neat. So I would like to go through there, but I did see a sign that said it was private. And then Kenny says, I've heard of lymphatic massage, but I did not know what it entails. Oh, yeah. So I'm putting together that video because I've been hearing a lot of feedback from people in our community talking about that they're learning they have lymphedema and vein insufficiency. So I know, I think, oh, and then you can see, so here's the beach. That's called the sand spit. And so a lot of times in these backyards, their backyards are very sandy because we're right here by the ocean. Okay, now you can't see it through those. But yeah, so I'm learning about self massage, what to do. I'm going to show some compression booties that my daughter bought for me from Costco. And one thing that I don't like, but it keeps coming back up, is they're like, are you wearing compression socks? So I was like, oh, you're right. I know I have to wear them. I don't like to wear them all the time, but I'm one of those people that if I don't see the problem, I don't address it. So now that I had the swelling, which is a lot better, guys, a lot better. Pico by the Bay. There's like a horse statue thing right there. I'll just go up here a little bit, but I saw a sign somewhere that said private, so I won't go in it. But you can go up here and it says, it looks like a parking area. Oh, and it smells so good. But what was I saying? So anyway, yeah, a lot of us suffer from it. Lymphedema, a lot of times it's like stage 3 and 4 is whenever you notice that one leg has like a bigger swelled area. And but I think it's in that case, I'm only like a stage 1 or 2. So but lipedema, tall tale sign is that it looks like you have a sock cuff around your ankle and your feet don't swell. And so that is a true tell or sign that it's lipedema, which is a tender fat nodule. And they say it's not obesity, it is lipedema. And so a lot of times obesity gets diagnosed instead of lipedema. Look at those boats over there. So there's a couple houses over here that I'll stop and show you, kind of like that bay area. But this is called the Cuesta Inlet. No parking in the morning until 2 to 6 a.m. Yeah, people park here. Nothing good happens during that time, right? But look at that, so pretty. Oh, here we go. Right to pass by permission and subject to control of owner. Yeah, somebody must own this property. And I'm guessing it's probably this house right here because they have all the private property signs. So, yeah, so I wanted to get out here and get my walk in because you know how it is when the evening gets away from you and then you don't meet your goals. And movement is so important to our bodies, especially with lipedema, any kind of edema, swelling, and because we've got to get that lymphatic system moving. And yeah, you can put your feet up, but gosh, I feel like okay. But most important to move your body, and even like lifting weights and strength training, those are all good things to do. Let's see. All right, some more houses. Try to keep. Oh, I saw this guy that has like construction vest on and a hat over by our house or by my daughter's house. And now he's down here on this street. I wonder what they're surveying because I don't see any trucks around him. But yeah, I've been seeing him. Like all the different fences and like the privacy fence. I think they look very unique. Let's see. Yes, I'm gonna see if I can tell what that guy's doing. Oh, I do see a van down there, but he was like all the way on the main street. So that's interesting. Like this is what is that? That's a magnolia tree, the white flowers. So pretty. Look at their flowers. Look at that. Pretty flowers. Cute. And I like how they decorate like the tops of the chimneys with different things, nautical designs. It's a bed on top of that. Flower bed. Really cool. And here's another property that says for sale, but you can't do anything with it. All right, let's go down this way. Sometimes there's a dog over on top of the table and agapanthus. And so it's interesting to see what he does. But I figured over here I won't have to worry about snakes. I figured you guys saw me run into a snake the other day. That's interesting. Caution surfs up. So yeah, wearing compression socks. You have lymphatic boots or compression boots that you plug in, and they massage your legs and kind of like pump it with air, fill it up with air, and that helps. Walking, lower leg exercises, or move. Yeah, any kind of workout, lower legs. There's different things like doing some tippy toes. Let's see. Oh, good. I've made it to 1 mile, 28 minutes so far. Okay, so this is really neat out here. All right, so this is called the marsh. And oh, that house is for sale. Wow. Okay, so here's an example of a house that's not fixed up. It's probably a 1960s to 70s. And I'm going to look up the info later to see how much it is. And then, somebody's going to buy it. They'll remodel it and sell it for over $1 million. Okay. So this is the marshy area. And you're going to get a lot of like equestrian, or wait, not equestrian, um, bird, what is it called? Estuary? Look how pretty all the kayaks. Yeah, you can really see that the homes have a lot of character that you don't see anymore these days. Yeah. I know in my area, it's a lot of cookie cutter houses. Like the builder, you choose maybe 4 plans. And so your neighborhood might have like 4 different designs. So these are succulents that you see at the ocean. Little path here. No, it's not really getting cardio going right here. I see this is sand. This is how actually a lot of the yards are sandy because we are right there by the ocean. But look at this. Look at the colors. It's very artistic. And this area, I would say just like Oregon, a lot of artistic people. I think you have very similar vibes. Um, can you understand that? Lots of that bohemian, boho, free spirit vibes over here. All right, I think I'll stand right here so you can see. So this is the Cuesta Inlet. The water comes in from the ocean. Over there, they've created like a bay. It's called Morro Bay. So that's Morro Bay Rock, which is the dormant volcano. Gorgeous. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, definitely boho. Definitely boho. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times we go places and you get that certain scent. If you know, you know. You get that scent and you're like, oh my goodness. Like a lot of that lettuce. Ah, it's crazy how much, and it's like so strong too. So neat. It's very calming. Imagine you could just sit here if you had the house over there, you could sit on the rocking chair, enjoy the view. I think that's why you see a lot of retired people out here. They just relax. They've been here probably most of their life. And then the kids and the grandkids get to reap the benefits of their parents being smart and investing in their property a long time ago. Like the gentleman that I met on the Amtrak, he bought a duplex in Santa Barbara, which is like the very, very rich area. Like Oprah has an estate over near Santa Barbara, which is the even fancier, expensive place, is on the edge of Santa Barbara. And I'm not going to think of it at the moment. But anyway, Santa Barbara is known for adobe, red roof, the Spanish missions. And but anyway, he bought property with his wife in the '60s, and it was like 25,000 for the first duplex and 29,000 for the second duplex. Still has it, and that's what's helping him with his teacher retirement. So smart move. Pammy, let me ask you this question. In the Pacific Northwest, people don't take time very seriously, like getting to work, starting a meeting. It's all kind of relative. Is it like that for you in California? It varies. It kind of depends of the company. And yeah, so I feel like meetings start within 5 minutes. But I wonder what it's like in this area. I've never gone to like meetings in this area. But I know like at the college, if you're working in the art department, it's very relaxed and set and, not very attentive to the time. But it all been in different areas of the school, they're a bit more, depending, like maybe the business department is a little bit more strict or the English department is a little bit more. So they vary depending on the area of their expertise or their profession. And then the high school, they typically start their meetings, but they'll have like a cushion. Like they'll say, okay, well, if you're here at this time, we'll have breakfast, and then we're going to start at like 30 minutes later, and they will start within the minute of that time. But yeah, this area I professionally haven't been involved, so I don't know as much in this one. So I would say probably the coastal areas are a little bit more relaxed, especially places like this. And then on the inside, where I live, it's more agriculture, oil companies, Chevron's out there, some Bolt House, places that you guys might see Bolt House drinks, like vegetable drinks. And that company is out there, originated out there. Grimray Farms does the Bunny Love carrots. So our area is growing carrots. So we're very highly agricultural based, and the oil companies where I live. Kind of like similar to like Texas, but Texas definitely has more oil. Our surrounding areas have a lot of oil too. And I think because we were underwater a long time ago, and because I know in some of the areas they've found shark's teeth, and so I think that's why there's more oil in those areas. Okay, so yes, we're gonna go ahead and take this around. Paula, welcome in. Hi. I'm not. I'm definitely not doing the 75 hard. Are you doing the 75 hard, Paula, or 75 medium? I'm only doing the once a day, 30, and my goal is 30 minutes. I'm just doing intermediate. Yeah, I'm just doing intermediate, 30 minutes a day. But Miss Toy thought I was doing the 45 minutes. I was like, I don't go hard in the paint. I don't go hard in the paint. I don't like my heart rate to go over 130. I don't like how that feels. So, and Grat says, hi, Paula. You're doing, okay, so what is the 75 medium says? I was asking Kendi and Grant earlier if they knew how many minutes it's supposed to be. Okay, so the 75 hard, is that 75 minutes twice a day or 75 minutes total? Because I know it's like you work out indoors and then you have to work out outside and then you read something motivational. I know I looked it up once, but I don't remember. And then there's like the 75 medium. So tell us about each of those if you don't mind, if you have time to type it in the chat. And thank you for coming in. Sometimes I get very lonely on these lives because I don't plan them, so it doesn't get, people don't get notified. And there's a lot of people who go live, so, you know, sometimes it's hard for people to see. I don't even find people all the time because unless I'm like searching through, going through the feed, or I have my, my frequently visited pages up at the top and I'll look and see what color their dot is. I think red means they're live. Like this morning, Kendi's was red, so I popped in there. And then if you have a recent video, it gives you a different color dot. So yeah, Paula, so you're doing 75 medium, and I don't know, how far can I go down this trail? How many minutes and how does that work on the medium? Let's see. Trying to see. Hopefully there's no snakes over here. I'm wondering, like, what does this trail look like? No, should I be brave? Okay, I think I see a path up here. I hear some wind chimes. So let's just make a lot of noise. So if there's any snakes, they might hear me. Snap my fingers. Get away, snakes, get away. All right, now we're back to the sand. So this coastal area, beach is just, 5-10 minutes away. But all the land over here is very sandy. Even the mountains up here is very sandy. And then you have this marsh area. We call this the Cuesta Inlet. I can't wait. I'm hoping that Paula can tell us what the 75 medium entails. And you have a lot of these succulents too, and then the pampas grass. You can tell I love gardening. Okay, good. Oh, and that's so pretty, like the ice plants, that fuchsia. That's some more of the ice plants, the succulents. They call them Iceland or ice plants. I don't know why it's ice plants, but you know. And then some more trees, and then you have all these different houses. And like I said, this is not where I live during the week. This is my daughter's, and so this is my last week of vacation. And vacation and my full-time job, and medical leave on my part-time job. Then next week I'll go back to the high school on Monday, and then I'll go back to the college on Wednesday. So I'm gonna be busy. Oh, I can't see your message, but I saw that it said you're doing the 75 medium, but I don't know if it was a Wi-Fi issue. It doesn't let me see the message where if you were explaining the 75 medium. I don't know why, but it didn't come through. Trying to figure out which way to go. Okay. Read you. I don't know if you're two. If you can't hear me, hear me. But if Paula, if you're still here, no, I didn't see your message about the 75 medium. So I'll wait and see what. If we get you guys back in here. All right, let's see. How are we doing on time? Oh, wow. We're at 40. You see that? 41. Let's see. Okay, we're at 41 minutes, so we are going to go more than 30. Hey, Paula, are you back? I kind of lost you guys. I think the Wi-Fi glitched, and then my daughter called, even though I had it on Do Not Disturb. And so I'm hoping you can hear me, but I was not able to see your message about what the 75 medium was, how many minutes it was. It's funny, when you go walking outside, 30 minutes goes by really fast. But when you're walking inside, it seems like it takes a lot longer. I'll keep, hopefully we're connected. Hello. You're strong. You had to. Oh, they got a fence, a new fence. So I like this one. Look at the bamboo fence and octopus with the glass and the well. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's see. I think we'll go this way. Landscaping's really cute. Oh, okay. Looks like the sun is coming out, or is that just Pammy? Yeah, it was very sunny right there. Oh no, you can't hear me? Shoot. Okay, let me try going out and back in. All right, Kendi, can you, if you're still there, or I'll wait a bit. The other thing I'm going to do is I can try switching my AirPods. Let's try this. Let's see, can you guys hear me? I don't think it did. Okay, so it says it's connecting to my AirPods. How are we doing? Can you guys hear me? No sound. Okay, now that I switched out the air, I know it's a little bit delayed, so let me wait and see. Because I switched out the AirPods. So wait a bit. Kendi, I know you probably told me a minute ago, but how about now? Did it change? Can you hear me now? Let me try taking off the AirPods. All right, I took off the AirPods. Maybe you'll be able to hear me now. Nope, we still don't have any sound, but it looks gorgeous. All right, let me turn around and then you can let me know if you can hear me now soon. I took off the AirPods. I resumed twice. Here's 2 lots. It looks like a double lot. Let's see. Okay, the sound is working now. All right. Hopefully we'll get some people back in. Right now it looks like only you're here, Kendi. We were trying to hear from Paula what the 75 medium included, because I'm gonna have to look it up when I get to the house. But I'm going up the hill now, headed back to the house, and we are at 47 minutes. However, I did pause. Whew, loud cars. I did pause looking at the view, and that's okay. This is going up the hill. Hi, Virginia. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. And Virginia says hi to Kendi in chat. Virginia, we did have a few people in here, but then the Wi-Fi glitch and the sound glitch, so we lost them. I don't know. Hopefully they'll come back. We have Paula and Grant and Junior. But Kendi's still here. Thank you, Kendi. Much, much appreciated. So I ended up getting a phone call, even with the do not disturb on. So seems like in that case, you just have to take off your AirPods, because even with changing the AirPods, it did not clear up until I took them off. And I recall that happening before. So yeah, I was just planning on 30 minutes, but I'm getting at least 45 minutes in. I'm not doing the 75 hard. I'm just doing the Miss Toys walking month of August challenge. And then I'm also doing 3 things a day for Doses of Shawnee's challenge. And so that included, let me show you where I just came from down there. Wait, is that it? No, let me turn you guys around. Okay, so we just climbed up that way. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully they come back in. And then no problem at all, Kendi says. Pammy, I'm watching you get your steps in, and I am sitting in the recliner with my feet up. But Kendi, were you busy today? I think, did you go to the chiropractor? You're definitely deserving of that feet up. I guess I'll have to try some sessions out. Didn't typically record because I'm just focused on walking. Yeah, getting it done. Hello, Yvette. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sound like I'm out of breath, which I am a bit. But hey, when I was 300, I would have had to stop and get some rest and catch my breath. This kind of wind does not even bother me at all. It's just that we're going up the hill, up and away. And over here in California, it's 2:47 Pacific Standard Time. It was very cloudy when we started, and let's see if I can show you. So we ended up down there, and there's the PG&E stacks. Right there's Morro Rock, and over here's the ocean and the sand. Spit Beach, which I've done some walks over there. Pammy is on a mission. That's right, making up for years of inactivity. You are right. Taking my life back. Yes, yes. And then let me show you this view over here. So over here we have mountains. So all along the coast, and I would imagine, I think, Kendi, you can verify this, all along the west coast, pretty much you have mountains, and then you get to the coast. So I'm pretty certain that most of our coastline has mountains in just a little bit inland. I guess, you know what? The only one that would not fall true for that would be the Los Angeles beaches, right? So yeah, I don't think anybody here is new in the chat, but definitely taking my life back, enjoying the process. Even though I'm in maintenance, I enjoy every step of the maintenance, because maintenance is where I have failed in the past. So I'm really making it a mission just to continue this lifestyle and treating it just like whenever I was in active weight loss for 2 years to drop those 165 pounds. And guess what, guys? This week is my 3-year anniversary of taking Mounjaro. So I started my health journey at the end of December 2022. And for 8 months, I walked little by little. I increased my time. And then in August of 2023, I found out that my A1C was high, and the doctor put me on medication. Yeah, definitely mountains and rocky beaches in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, there's, yeah, I can imagine definitely rocky beaches, right? And it's colder, even colder up there. I don't even think people go surfing up there, do they? In the Pacific Northwest? Because I know that the surfing becomes more prominent the more south we go here. Oh, but what I was going to say, so yeah, mountains. So the only place that is not totally true about the mountains is once you get to, okay, Malibu has mountains. Let's see, Malibu, Ventura, Oxnard, Camarillo has mountains. So I would say once you get to like the LA area, because the mountains are a little bit more inland, it's not like you have the mountains right by the coast. And then all the way down to San Diego, there's mountains, but they're kind of like further in. It's not exactly the same as out here. So from probably Los Angeles and up on upward. Oh, they do more rafting or kayaking. Thank you, Virginia. Yeah, huge health, yes. All the changes, and I definitely don't want to fall into the bad habits again. So I think once, you've gone through it a few times, now I recognize those habits and try not to get into those sedentary habits. You know what, I have an aunt and her husband that lives up in Oregon, and when the family goes to visit them, they go on those, the gorge, and it's like this speedboat. I forget what it's called, but it's like a speedboat, and they race, and they turn real fast. My uncle went up there. So I had an aunt and an uncle from my area, from where they lived, and they went up to Oregon to meet their sister. And one of my cousins went, and they went on one of those fast racing boats. Oh, good. Thank you, Rita Freedmans. I am happy to be motivating anybody, because that is my goal here, to motivate and to let you guys know, for many, many years, I was over 300 pounds, the low 300s, and I had knee deterioration. My knees hurt. I wasn't able to do this kind of stuff. And at the age of 40, in my 40s, I felt like an older person. And I didn't start this health journey until I was 55. Let me get across here. And from 50 to 55, I didn't get to enjoy life. And so now I'm taking that time back. Oops, somebody put a beer bottle, so I'm gonna pick that up so it doesn't break. Put it in the recycle can. And so if I can motivate anybody, because I'm telling you, years and years, lots of diets, and sorry it's loud, guys. This is a busy road. If I can do it, you guys can do it too. I started off at only not. It's gonna be loud. Hold on. Sorry. If I can do it, you guys can do that too. Just take it wherever you're at, one step at a time. Just like me, I just do it in 10 minutes in the morning, then I would go again before dinner. And that was my way of starting this health journey, which started at the end of December 2022. And then I started Mounjaro in August of 2023. So it's been 3 years being on Mounjaro. So GLP-1, Mounjaro the whole time. Started in August of 2023. So it's been three years. And I'm learning things along the way, like now dealing with lymphedema. Sorry, it's loud. Vein insufficiency. So you can see. So I helped plant a lot of these succulents over here. We went and found ones that were free. So sometimes in the neighborhood, I found these. They're not aloe vera. They look like aloe vera, but they're some other type of succulent. And the hens and chicks and hens, is that hens and chicks, I think. We bought some of these at a house where a little bit cheaper, or whenever we saw plant sales. And I like these black ones. They get spiders on them, but it's pretty cool. This one's really big. That one's a burgundy, different kinds of, oh, here we go. Really black ones. And looks like they need to be washed because there's something on them. Then we collect the shells. But so anyway, happy to help motivate anybody. Let me know in the comments if there's any questions that you might have. So loud. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. I was only planning on 30 minutes, but hey, we're almost at an hour. So thank you guys for joining in. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna get a video together and post that. Probably I'll schedule it to post in tomorrow, since I've already posted something this morning. I appreciate